Wait, what'd I do? Oh, hi everyone. Hi again. I just started recording. This time, we won't get DMCA. Well, we might get DMCA, but at least I'll have a private recording when both Twitch and YouTube take down this video. So, if you're here, you're here. And if you're not, well, how are you even hearing this? Do you like this joke, by the way? Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 0.2.8.
Time for some horns to get flicked.
Oh, hey, I fixed it.
Bean.
Bean. Thank you for the 4 months. Was that Azure with the 69? Very nice of you, thank you. Why don't you split the audio track so the music doesn't appear in the VOD? Do you know how this game works? This reminds me of that old Lifesavers meme that was cut off by the Best Buy date. Oh yeah. It reminds me of just bad jokes in general. Like from one of my favorite movies, Spider-Man 2, where Dr. Otto Octavius says, before we start, we found... Wait, hold on. How does the joke go? Oh, did anybody lose a roll of $20 bills with a rubber band around it? Because we found the rubber band. It's such a bad joke. Like, even if you understand why it's supposed to be a joke, it's not even that good. Let alone funny. So, anyway. Split the audio track so the music doesn't appear in the VOD. Well, how does that work for someone who wants to watch the VOD? Don't they just not hear any of the music that is synchronized to the visuals, and they just see visuals? What fun is that? I get hundreds of people to watch my VODs. Surprisingly. More people watch my VODs than watch the YouTube re-uploads. Replace all DMCA tracks with a Bean acapella. If I knew the songs ahead of time, and if I knew the songs, maybe. Anyway, today we are playing the contest levels from contest number 18. These were submitted recently, I think last week, by members of the Soundodger community who have never ceased to continue making amazing levels. So I have no idea what I'm in store for, but I am ready. I am R-E-A-D-Y. Oh wait, I'm not ready. Hold on. I gotta open up my balls. You ready? Ooh, that was a pop. Wow. This is a bottle of Ball's Guarana Original Soda, 10 fluid ounces, or 296 milliliters. Delicious. I only drink this on special occasions. It's after celebrating something important. And today, I finally pushed version 0.2.8 publicly to everybody, and it is still not breaking everyone's computer. So celebrate the small things, everyone. Celebrate the small things. So if you're not familiar with what is new in the update, you'll see a few things right off the bat. Number 1, we've got a label up here, user levels. Number 2, we've got a new power-up. Number 3, I've got an average of all of the levels visible on this screen. If you don't like it, by the way, you can hide that. What are we on, 4? Number 4, we have a whole bunch of thingies now. We got the artist website. We got notes. Any fans? Any fans? No? Does anybody even know what this is from? We got lyrics. Oh boy, but we're not here for any of that. We're here for contest number 18. I assume the theme is Remix 2.0. Whatever it is that means. Honorable mentions, I ditched all the originals. Lumau sorry. What? Why is it an empty folder? Hold on. Why is that an empty folder? Is that supposed to be... Let me see what's actually in that folder. Oh, wait, we can right-click it? Wait. View folder. Here we go. That folder is literally empty. That's an empty folder. Okay. Well... so we have... Wow, we have a lot of levels here. Okay, let's check them out. Lawn Knives Wish Remix by Born Gold. Made by Oxy. The original was by Bird-Husband. So these are remixes of previously made levels, but not the song is not being remixed. It's the choreography, the beat map, as some of you call it. The thing was taking a Soundodger Plus level and remaking it in Soundodger 2 with new features. Cool. Unfortunately, we were just a few weeks too late for the new feat. Don't worry. I'm going to keep adding features, and every contest is going to be out of date. Don't worry about it. Contest 19 is where it's at. No sub for me this time because the president of Russian Federation did the thing. Well, I'm sorry that you were locked out, but you're a sub to me. Someone throw a OMB jur. Let's get a giraffe in the chat for Meave. The music is a remix of the original song too. Oh, okay, so we have double remix. And this is, wait, expert or expert original colors? Wait, is that it? Is that the only difference? Just the colors change? Oh, there's the giraffes coming in. Hi, Electrop. Welcome. Oh god. Ooh, I survived. Oh, the slowdown! Meave! Wait, how'd you do that? How'd you do that? Oh. Ooh, got some ripples. That reminds me of something from Atari. What am I thinking of? Oh! Excuse me, you didn't have time? Wait, is this actually made with, without the grayscale? Oh, I guess it is, because there's colors. Wow, so why did it even add the grayscale filters? You can just do it. Didn't need me after all. Oh, these are like moving lasers. That's cool. It's cool. Only half the plus can be seen, depending on what part of the floor it's on. Oop. Oop. Oh, you were gifted the sub. Oh, that's cool. Crone, the MVP. Crone, that was very nice of you. Oh, what happened to the level? Oh. That was cool. I think I might... let's switch this down to 60. It's not like the stream is going above 60 anyway. Okay. Cool, so this is the same level, just with the original colors. Okay. Pump. Wait, why is expert first? Alright, we'll do expert then. Pumpkin Party in Sea Hitler's Water Apocalypse. Cement City. Expert by AutumnLotus, original by ManicVolcanic. Wait, how fast are these things moving? reacting to me. Oops. I like the shape this thing makes. Oop. Ooh, colorful. Nice. Are those error bullets? Wait, that's the chanting from Zeke's sub-sound. Ezekiel the Third. Ow! Ooh, this is fun. I like this. Wait. I can't get to it. Wait, how did I get that? The snipe! Snipe again. Oh. 2 for 2. I guess I'm 1 for 2. I think the greatest thing added to the sequel is by far screen clear. Because so many times you have to dance around changing the patterns and find creative ways to clear the screen fast or just deal with there being bullets from the previous section. And it's like, you can just get rid of them now. That's it. That could have been the whole sequel. Just Soundodger Plus with screen clears. Oh, hello. I'm on a turntable. You know, a common misconception is that the sound you hear on a turntable being scratched is the sound of the record being turned. Like, with every little... like, all those sounds you think is like a different velocity of the vinyl record spinning, and that is not true. Most of what you hear is it just being faded in and out with the crossfader between the A track and the B track. Like, most of the movement, it comes from that slider. And you're kind of just gently pulling the record. If you watch videos, there's a lot of top-down videos that DJs put up and you can watch. They don't really move the record that much. It moves, yes, but it doesn't move like that. Like the sound that you hear isn't a one-to-one movement translation. This part's so cool. It reminds me of like waves crashing down. And also sounds like a sea shanty song. I don't know if that was on purpose. Like a pirate's theme. With a DJ on deck. Hey, you get it? Because they call them decks, where they put the records. There should be a pirate DJ, and he only plays pirated music. There's too many crossover words. The vocabulary has a good Venn diagram crossover. We're back to this now. Not letting me see my score, by the way, hiding it. Gravity, I'm calling it. Ooh, lost that bet. I love sea shanties, says B3 Billy Bob 250. Well, I'm happy for you. What's that icon? GlitchCon 2020. Wow, the last physical one. Good level. I liked it. I mentioned my comments during Max. I don't think Max. Mix Carnage. Reset the Dark Side by. Did I miss? Okay. Let's say, did I miss any of the notes? Are notes on Rouquin, original by Rouquin. Oh, right. Ooh, my Similie with the 66. Thank you for your support. Ooh, my level for a Soundodger 2 contest. Remix 2. Thank you. That's very helpful notes. And we've got... That is not your website. Why does it go to 1404 seconds? Hold on. Where's this taking me? Oh, this actually is the song. Okay, this is a 35-minute song, which I think is like an album or something. It's a mix song. Okay. Okay. Cool. Let's try it. Let's do it. Anybody play Elden Ring? Has anybody been to Caelid? Do you think of Caelid when you look at these clouds in the background? By the way, I don't like Caelid at all. I played it for like a half hour and then left and never went back because it was too much for me. Ooh. You know what's weird? I've had a lot of complaints about new stuff in this update. Not a single person complained about the hitbox changes, so maybe it's neutral? Maybe it's good. Oh, I got it. That was pretty good. I like that flow that was there. I could tell where I was supposed to be, despite how chaotic it looked. Oh, this is so cool. The stutters, like the arena-sized stutters. I think it's yelling at me. Oh my god. You remixed your own level. Oop. I had an itch on my pinky and that's all I could think about. I have since scratched it on my mouse pad. Thank you, everyone, for dealing with me. Nothing worse than an itchy pinky, let me tell you. Ooh, is this one supposed to go right there? Okay. Ooh. Ooh, we got the gravity. Whoa. Love it. Oh, wait, wrong way. Oh. Claustrophobic, good. Let's do this again. Wait, what? What? Ooh. Oh, yeah. How do I still have this heart? Nope. I still have it? What? Okay. I deserve to not have it anymore. Ooh, don't be there. Ooh, the bloom on the lasers is so good. That's kind of what they should have always looked like, to be honest. It looks so much better with the bloom on. I actually feel like they're emanating heat. Oh, it just fades out. Oh, because it's like a part of a mix. I've been wanting to play Elden Ring, but my laptop can't run it. Sorry to hear that. My computers can't run it very well either. I'm like 45, 50 FPS, which is like playable, but it really should be 60. And my laptop isn't that bad. It's from 2020, and it's a top of the line, as of 2020, Razer Blade, which is a laptop built only for playing games. So that's weird. Like, I've already looked into it. It's From Software not making the game very efficiently. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. I suck at Soulsborne games, so I've not played it yet. And that's a reason to play Elden Ring, because they finally addressed people who are not good at them. Like myself. They added stuff to make boss battles way more manageable, which is really the choke point if you're not good at the games. Who needs Elden Ring when we can have Risk of Rain 2 Survivors of the Void? My brother blew his last $60 on Elden Ring. Wow. You have a brother? 3 songs in 1 level. What? I don't think I've played enough to really get a good feel for the new hitboxes yet. Okay. Hitbox change, definitely a good thing. Nice. Bean, have you played Inscription? No, but it's on my list. It got the Grand what's it called? Grand Prize? Seamus McNally Grand Prize at the IGF a few weeks ago. That game has eaten my life lately. It doesn't look like the kind of game that I would like. Like, I don't like card games. I know it's much more than that, but you're looking at a deck of cards. Or like a hand that you're holding. Anyway. Hitboxes are weird getting used to after playing Soundodger Plus for so long. Yeah, that's all of us in this chat. Someone in the call we had when these levels came out said that playing this one felt like driving a car on a bumpy road. Oh, I like that. Hi Bean, just wanted to say it's amazing how fast you managed to update this game. I recently got into custom levels since last stream a month or so ago. There's this level called Sleepyhead that has me hooked. Anyway, keep it up. Thank you, Durga. Durja? Durja. You are now Durja. Thank you. And there's Oxy, who made a level. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. Can't wait for the second music update. Yeah, it's going to be... I don't want to overhype it. Let's just say it's going to be good. I mean, I can be as vague as I want. Like, it's my game, but hopefully I will have signed a new artist up. I have sent them the contract. I haven't gotten it back. So, you know, you don't count your chickens until they've... Don't count your, what? Eggs until they've hatched? But, you know, that'd be cool. It's a good, it's a good artist if we can get them. Toro y Moi high contrast mix. Notes from Bird-Husband. Jellorain remix. The difference? More like the same. All right, advance. Let's go. And these colors do not remind me of... Wait, I'm restarting. Did you do the fade? Oh, that animated fade into the blur. See, some people, I guess, don't understand it yet, or don't care. But if your start time matches when the event starts, then it actually animates it in. So the blur animates in nice instead of just clicking into place. Oh, this is already such a good level. Oh, look how these lasers guide you, and they don't... This is a... Oh, someone... Oh, this is great. It's like someone has played Soundodger before. Oh, this is so great. Look how it guides you left and right. Okay. Oh, I know the original song, the Toro y Moi one. I've heard it before. I don't have the album. I have his one from, when's it from? Like 2009? Causers of This. The ultimate shoegaze experience. And then I got the one right after that. Underneath the Pine? Is that the name of it? That one was interesting. It was definitely different. I can't listen to it anymore. Oops. Because it makes me anxious. Like, I don't know if it's like reminding me of that period in my life, or the music itself has notes and tonalities that strike something in me, but I get too stressed out listening to it. And it's not a stressful album, it's very kind of laid back, but very melancholy, I guess is the word. I don't like how I feel when I listen to it. I like that part with the heart. I was talking about something else, but that part where the heart was there and you couldn't get it and you had to wait for the wall of bubbles to get out of the way, that was really cool. Ooh, I missed it. So you have to get in here and then get it in. That's cool. Ooh. Yeah, I was never good at the crisscrosses. As you can see. Oop. Music catch. Ooh. Any new glasses? What if you had the blur on by like set to 1 or 2? Just for a whole level pack, just to make me feel like my glasses aren't working. There's a smudge on my glasses. Great level. It's your favorite because it stays ridiculously faithful to the original. So it's very much like a remix of the original level. Cool. Have I had mods on the whole time? It hasn't been saving my scores. No one told me. Underveil? Epilepsy warning. I was like, why is my score not on the bottom? Hoek made this. Original by Furret. Alright. The song is actually called **_*. How do you pronounce that? I like titles that you don't know how to pronounce at first glance, at least. Like the game V by Terry Kavanaugh. It's the letter V 6 times. Also, that's the website, the letter v6tim.es. Oh, do I have to get that? Yeah. Oh, wait. These are some close calls here. Oh. So what's Underveil? Is it a... This isn't from Undertale. This is like a fan album or something? Ooh, that rotated nicely. Very pleasing way. Yikes. Oh, epilepsy warning. We found it. See, this one sounds like Atari. So, like 2 days ago, I found a bug that I don't think anyone ever reported, and that's that lasers are affected by twist. Did anyone ever report that to me? Was that ever put into the forum or mentioned in the Discord? I didn't have it written down in my bug list of like my hundreds of things that have been reported. How did no one ever try and twist a laser? By the way, they did twist. They twisted from the enemy, so they were detached. Actually detached from the enemy. But only for 1 frame at a time, and the next frame they would be correctly back on the enemy. So they would just be slightly off and stay there, depending on the twist amount. Anyway, it's fixed now, but like, what? How did that last for so long? How did no one try and twist a laser? Lasers are so weird, by the way. Lasers are very weird. They exist outside of the normal rules of bullets, just because they're so... Like, you can't burst a laser. Right? It's always a stream. Oh, I thought that was the arena. Wait, is this Echo? Okay, it's not broken, is it? Is this actually a level? It's unfinished. Okay. Okay. I was like, oh no. Something's broken, hopefully not on my end. This part kind of reminds me of the JRPG Final Battle. It's like the organ, drum and bass. Wait, there's still that much more of the song? Is it silence from here? Oh, okay. That was my score. Dun, 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 dun. DVNO? Who made this level? I feel like made it. That was cool. Where's the finished version? That's my first score. Oh, I got a B. Alright, DVNO LA Riot Remix by Justice, of course. Level by QZ, original by Oxy. Oh, Justice official. Of course they wouldn't have a band camp. Let's go. Are you playing from this entire thing? What? Folder? Yeah, I'm playing all of the contest levels. We'll see if I have time for honorable mentions, though. It looks like so many more bullets than it is. Do you even need like multiple rows of bullets when you have Echo turned on? It does the work for you. Oh! 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 Wait, were the pluses still there? I just realized this is the color of the album. Oh god. Kind of the color of the album. Right? Gold on black. Whoa. I'm getting a hit like every pattern. Oh, please don't. Ooh, clever. It looks like fireworks when they get cleared out with the echo background. Has there always been one enemy? That can't be true. Is that even one enemy? Maybe it's two. Oh, just missed too. 76 would have been, right? Would have been a passing score. Oh, what down to D. Oh wow, okay. Plastic Love remix. Is it fine if you play my first soon-to-be released Sounder 2 level once I get more feedback as a beta? I want the level to be fun to play, especially for you. Yeah. Fine with me. I mean, you just DM me levels and I play them. Not today. We're not doing DM'd levels. We're doing just the contest levels tonight. Notes from D4. Original AutumnLotus Melloe. So cool. Okay. Let's go. I'm sorry in advance, but this one isn't completed either. Why are you apologizing? You didn't make both, did you? Who's D4? I'm surprised people make levels from left to right, like start to finish. Like, it's incomplete and then the rest of it's like blank? Like, that is not at all how my workflow is. Like, the whole level's finished within like a few minutes. Like, it's all laid out. And you just come back in for me, the way I work. Come back in and just keep adding layers and complicating things. Well, adding complexity to things. Oh. Great colors. Ooh, the bloom on lasers is so good. Well, it looks like the lasers are causing the bloom. That's cool. Ooh, this is fun. Is that twisting? Yeah. Yeah, like I'll do all of the spin rates, all of the time warps before any bullet is placed. And then I just add the patterns I think will be good, see how they look with all the spin rates that I already have, and I tweak one or the other. Wait, was that it? There's not. Oh, I guess the enemies are gone. I add things in layers a lot of the time, but I also usually do single parts at a time and a lot of time random order. Like sometimes I'll do a whole chunk and make that good, but then I'll fill that chunk in and make it a prefab or whatever and move it over to anywhere else it repeats, so I can fill in those parts of the song. I can just see visually what still needs something. So, like, if you do a chorus once, if the chorus happens again, I'll paste it back in and then make changes to it if there's any differences in the music. This, by the way, this Starfield is the easiest thing. It's literally just a geometric cone with, like, I don't know, 50 sides or something, so it's not warped too much. And all it is just animating the UVs down the cone. So the tip of the cone is in the center and it's all coming out at you. You're just looking into a cone right now. It's like the easiest thing. Very lightweight on the processor. Like, it's not rendering stars at all, it's rendering just a picture, a star field that I made in Photoshop. It's just one JPEG, just growing constantly. Anyway, great song. The original especially. I'd love to come up with more background ideas for you, Bean, if you ever want to hear any ideas I have. I've heard plenty of your ideas. You're the one making all those Earthbound ones, right? No, I have plenty of backgrounds I still need to make, but they're low priority because they're just cosmetic, you know? No, actually, I mentioned this before, but there is a song I want to make, or a background I want to make for one of the songs coming up in the next music update. And as soon as I heard the song, before even knowing the artist was going to agree to it, I was like, I know exactly what background this is going to be, and it's not in the game yet, so. Notes from Numbers, original by Azure. Dear Soundodger developer, Bean, you missed it last time. Terrible. Shameful. So I lowercase I capital implore you to look in this level's folder. What are you doing here? What is this? Okay. Okay. It's very ballsy of me just to open a JPEG on stream without screening it first. Oops. There are too many lasers. Too many lasers in that it's slowing down the game. I'm doing a raycast every frame for lasers. So if there's too many like there are right now, it makes it stutter. Yikes. Okay. I mean, if it's a particles thing, there's a little bit I can control, but... Let's turn them off, see how this is.
See that boy, he's taking my breath away. Yo, what's your name? You're taking my breath away.
Rare solid bullets. Don't see that too often. I like the colors. They're not super saturated, but they're on the saturated side, but they're muted just a little bit. Makes them not too jarring when they're all together. Why aren't any of them homing for me? Oh, there we go. That is a cool effect, having the lasers. It looks like when you hold a bunch of spaghetti in your hand and then you let it go into the pot. They kind of fan out a little bit. Any spaghetti fans in chat? Where are my spaghetti fans at? Also, these are all tiny lasers, so they're not hurting me. Which is an error on my part. It's a bug that I have to leave in now, because people use it so much. It's a really embarrassing bug. Not as embarrassing as the time warp thing, the time scale issue from before, but it's like, oh wow, okay. You call yourself a game developer? I don't even know if I have the courage to tell publicly why the small lasers don't hurt you. It's an honest mistake, I assure you. Honest mistake. Oh, are these, backwards pep or whatever, to pluses that get faster? Is spaghetti a kids-only food? What? No? You know you're talking to an Italian right now. You just asked me if spaghetti is a... What? How to upset an Italian. We love you, Jello, says Mass. What difficulty is this? Arachnid SUBDUE remix. Original song, Circuit Bent. Yeah, there's Circuit Bent things. Middle thought, middle thought, middle thought, middle thought. I'm gone. Thanks for the follow, Dark. Wait, is there text? How did you add text before the update? How do you know the secrets? Oh! Wait, did I just get hurt by a laser? Small laser? Ooh, those are bullets? What? Excuse me? Wait. What was that giant ring? There's a really thin, dark ring everywhere. Like as big as the arena. What was that? Was that a hug? I feel like we're jump cutting. Like you're making the level... This is like a compilation video of a much longer level. So it looks like it's just cutting between different sections. Impressive that you pulled it off. So what am I supposed to do here? That does that? What? So go out here and then it comes back out at you? Oh, do I go back in the center? Is that what I do? Hold on. Oh, there's no chance. Almost. Wait, there's hearts. Oh. Oh, okay. Ooh. Well, this is a cool effect. The glow on a dark background, that's cool. Looks like shadows. Ooh. Okay, got some rings at the end. I'm weird, I eat pasta like it's a snack. It can be. It can be. Moving around this level was weird because of all the arena size changes, but it was fun to watch. If Rouquin's level is a bumpy road, this is like going over speed bumps. Lol. IDK, how to dodge the last few iterations of that bubble ring pattern because it touches the center. True. That was cool. Very good presentation, I'd say. Difficult to read, but good presentation. The theatrics were good. Retrograde, Ridiculon, The End Is Nigh, Kinda Hard by Jan, original by Jello. This was a weird soundtrack. It was like all public domain classical music that was redone. I played the first few worlds of the game. I didn't finish it. I didn't really care. But it was interesting. Ooh, I like the dancing ones here. Ugh. Don't do it. What? How's this? Alright, just gotta move faster. Gotta go fast. Oh. Cool. Interesting. Was that a mid-set? Yeah, that was a section. I was like, did the song actually fade out? Alright, last song of the pack. Tight. Original mix by Zombie Nation. Advanced. Level by ManicVolcanic. Original by Ify Dessous. What are we at? A D? Yeah, I'm still there. Yeah, with an F and a D. B. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Go away. Oh, these homings. Okay. Okay. This bass goes hard. Nope. Interesting. Is that a heart? Oh, hello. Am I supposed to dodge through them? Just hang out in a spot. Oh, they twist. Yeah, I've already hit them. Yes. Stare here. Nope. Oh, bubble. Interesting. It's like a 4-room apartment of death. Almost hide right there. That's right. This is more like a visualization. Really cool rotational symmetry going on. And the ripples go to the beat, of course. Hmm. Interesting. I like it. Good song choice, too. What's the original? Wait, well, that's the original mix. Because I don't know the original song. What do we got now? Oh. Not that it would have been... Well, we have a bunch of honorable mentions. Oh, I'm sorry. We have one honorable mention. 1999. Slam. Now, what makes a level go into the honorable mention is my question. Because... this is a contest. Who decide? Like, they all just get submitted. They should all be here in the list. Does someone like say, "Oh, I don't want to submit it, but I want you to see it"? It didn't follow the rules. Oh, really? It's a disqualification. You called an honorable mention. It's really like a dishonorable mention, right? Am I right? All right, let's try it. So LL99 broke the rules, but still you get to be included. How are these disappearing in the center? Are you clearing? If my particles are off, I would never know. Let's see. There. Interesting shapes. All those hearts at the end. Okay. I only got 2 hearts from there. Surely that brought me up to a C. Oh wait, this one. It's a different page. Never mind. Never mind. Cool. And nothing in here. Interesting. Well, that was fun. So which one got the... This one got the highest score. And this one got the lowest? Don't know if I fully agree with that. These are all good, though. I like these. Fun Now, there was a remix before. What probably was called Remix 2.0, but we've had a remix contest before. I do remember. It wasn't even that long ago. It was like last year or something. So... Anyway, I actually don't have anything new to show you because everything new is already... You have it. You have the new things now. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing... You've seen it all. It's all in the editor. I got the tutorial out there. You've got it all. I can give you a level. Thank you. I'm not playing submitted levels today, just the contest stuff. You want to see something that'll bother you? Watch the bullet on the title screen when it comes in and goes into the back of the background. Just watch it. It actually goes through the 2. It intersects with the 2 for like 2 frames right there. Ooh, did you see it? Did you see it? Oh, you're gonna see it every time now. Here, watch. Ready? Ooh, it goes right through the 2 for like 1 frame. 1 or 2 frames it's there. You know what? No one brought it up, and now I get to curse you all with it. I'll figure out how to fix that one day. It's a layering issue. But yeah, that's... Yep. It's intersecting the geometry. Even after being told it's happening, I can't see it. What? You can't see it? Can't see it. Can't see it. Telling me you can't see this thing. It's like right there. Telling me you can't see this thing. Use your little. There we go. Oh, I was off. Hold on. It's like right there. Stop. Cancel. Hold on. Share. Here we go. Ready? Good enough. All right. Show you right here. You ready? Look. Frame by frame. Oh, it's going through the tube. Oh. 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 Look at that. It's 3 frames. 1, 2, 3. 3 frames it goes through the 2. Oh, doesn't that just upset you? Oh. Look at that. Oh. Refund on Steam immediately. Refund immediately. Oh, you call this early access? I demand a finished game polished beyond human ability. Day 1. What is this? Make a collage? What? When did they add this? What is this? Oh, what is it? This is the most advanced GIF making. What? What's the other side? What's. Oh, okay, so we can do a bunch of weird splits. How do we change what's in each one? Wow, this is complicated. This is for making GIFs? What? Anyway. Oh, I see. I need more things than. Oh. 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 Now I have 9 bugs on the title screen, not just 1. What is this app? This is called Honeycam. I paid money for this. Honeycam is my favorite GIF making program. I've been using it for maybe like 4 or 5 years now. I think it was like 20 bucks, but you get the whole thing and you get free updates for life, so. So I have free updates for life. Look at all these things you can do. You can add watermarks and cut out frames and loop it and whatever. It's good stuff. Yo, you can make a GTA cover. That's true. That is true. Yes. That is true. You can do that. Also, no one ever noticed, except for me, or maybe no one reported it, but if you go to older versions, I don't know if anyone has an older version because Steam automatically takes them away from you. I can show you. But look at the 0.28, because the whole options window rotates in and out, right? It's rotating in and out. Look how the text is correctly attached to the bottom. Yes? We can all see that? Okay, I'd have to like close this and open up another version of Soundodger. An old version. When was it? It was before, what version should we open? Let's just do 0.2. And we added the new content. The older versions had the text there, but what they didn't have was it working correctly. So here's version 0.20. Oh, still with that intersecting geometry. Now look down here, look. Just keep your eyes right there, look. The text is just sitting there, the white text, it's just sitting there and doesn't rotate. But no one noticed because it's on a light background. But what if we go here? This is a darker background. Will you see it here? Oh, there it is. Look, just look right there, you just see it appear. No one noticed that. Literally gonna refund twice. That means I get the money back. You don't understand. 2 negatives make a positive. You just gave me back my money. Cha-ching! Alright, bye. I don't have anything else to say. I have nothing else to say to you people. Oh, I won't be here for a while, so don't think that I'm ignoring you for the next, like, at least a week. I will be away from the internet. Like, I won't even have access to it where I'm going. To the moon! So, anyway, have a wonderful week. I will not be streaming next weekend. And I'll see you when I see you. Enjoy the new update. Looking forward to seeing all the new stuff when I get back. All the new Hold on, I gotta share this real quick. This is from the Soundodger memes channel. Someone has... Wait, how do I show this? Someone has recreated the meme in Soundodger. The meme is in, and you don't think that's real? You don't think that's real? Look. Look, someone made the meme with the new text objects. So, and it's only been a few days. The update just came out a week ago, like Wednesday. So, how many days did it take for a bot to be made for it? Not long at all. See, I'm telling you, it's not going to take long until we can have all of Shrek animated in Soundodger 2. Just all of Shrek. It'll need to be low resolution like this, but I think we can get all of Shrek animated in Soundodger 2. Maybe a lower frame rate. Like, because someone got all of Shrek onto a single floppy disk. Did you guys see that? That's the thing. Shrek on floppy disk. This is a thing. 1.44 meg floppy disk. All of Shrek. The entirety of Shrek. You have Shrek saved as a GIF. It's possible. Just take the GIF, throw it into the bot. The bot will just spit out the XML for you, and it's done. All right. So the video, so Shrek on a floppy is reduced to 120 by 96 pixels, running at 4 frames per second. Here we go. We got a video of it. Well, there is a video, but it's doing its little Reddit thing. There we go.
Floppy disk VCR I call Disk Master. And tonight...
Yeah, let's skip to the good stuff. Alright, let's get to Shrek. There it is. Shrek at 4 frames a second. All of Shrek on a single floppy disk. Speaking about second music update, are you still working on levels? You mean, am I still making content for the game? Like level content? Yeah. Yeah, according to Dodge Status channel on Discord, we only have a quarter of the levels in the game. There's still 3/4 of content, of levels, songs that need to be put into the game. And a lot of those songs don't even exist yet. So, yeah, this should be doable. 120 by 96 or whatever the dimensions were. The audio doesn't need to be bad. The audio can be good, but yeah, just the entirety of Shrek. You want Soundodger 2 to get famous? This is how you do it. This is how you get headlines. No one cares about a well-made game with good music and fun levels. That's not worthy of getting a tweet from Kotaku, which is apparently a sign that you've made it. That's not how you do it. You know how you do it? You put the entirety of Shrek. You put the entirety of Shrek into Soundodger 2. That's how you get headlines. That's how you get people excited about this game. Memes. Keep that in mind. Even Bad Apple's not going to do it. Bad Apple, no one knows what Bad Apple is unless you already know. But everybody knows what Shrek is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what Shrek is. It's like the litmus test. It's like putting Doom on every device. You put Shrek inside of a video game. Bean, you should join us in S-Don't. I've been watching. I watch from afar. You all enjoy drawing your album cover thing that just keeps expanding. What's going on in S-Don't right now? You guys are just writing out text. You're just writing text. I mean, that is S-Don't, but you're kind of chatting. You're finding a way to chat. I want to try to do something on Soundodger 2. Please. People have been putting Bad Apple on everything. Yeah, sure. How about one group of people does Bad Apple, another group does Shrek? You know? Meet at the middle. Bad Shrek. There you go. There's your idea. Anyway, good night, everyone. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Enjoy the very merry month of May. And I will see you when I get back. Toodles!